Hello, I'm Todd Britson, Director of Solutions Development, here at CRI. Today I'm going to talk about the importance of the handoff the UX, UI, Research and Design Group to development. That handoff can save both time and money, and make for both short-term and long-term goals. So let's jump into it. All right, so the design handoff is right in the middle between when the design team gets done and the development is kicking off. This is the place where the design team really unloads all their designs onto development, and now the development rolls with it. However, there's usually problems at this point because the development team has seen those designs for the first time, and they might find a design flaw that really causes a problem. And now the designs have been approved and people are pushing development to go. So how do you fix this problem? With CRI, we really remove those gloves and fix the problem by bringing development into design. Now, development doesn't really need to start at the beginning of design. They come in halfway through or near the end, where the design team is really pushing out new designs. They don't need to be part of the research or all the activities of trying to understand the product and what they're building, but really when the screens start taking life. And it doesn't have to be a big development team either, really just one lead architect. That lead architect can carry the entire voice of the development team forward and be able to ratify all the issues as they occur. That lead architect will also look into things like the data points, the back end, determine where the data is coming from, and be able to advise the design team on really what is available to show on which screen, or at least what is easily to obtain. Then they also can advise on animation. They can explain to the design team, the client, the customer, everyone, really the effort behind the animation that they're choosing. Not to say it's wrong or right, but just so everyone has a clear picture of what that effort really looks like. And then that lead architect will be able to carry that information back into the development. So when the development team looks to the lead to say, hey, why is this done this way or that way? He or she will now have the story to be able to share with that development team. Equally so, the design team has to go into development. They have to share that story with the development team and let them know what they're building, as well as be able to answer questions about the design throughout the project. There shouldn't be many, because most of the questions should be answered by the designs themselves. But they also can help out with the development, understanding all the design tools that they're using, so that if they do have any problems with them, the design team is there to help support that effort. So you might wonder, is there a traditional kickoff meeting? Yes, there is, and it's right at the same place. It's when design gets done and the development gets rolling. However, the scope of that meeting might be slightly changed, but you got to remember most of the development team has not seen the designs yet. So we still need to go over the design stories. We need to let the whole team understand the problem being solved. And also the personas. The personas were a key element to the design process. They are also extremely important in the development process. The developers have to understand the end users so they know who are they developing this for and make sure they are making the product right for these personas. They also should have a good idea on the solution architecture, the entire system, so they can understand the puzzle they're building. And then explain all the analytic goals, the KPIs. It's great for the design team as well as the development team to really capture and then measure all the things that the customer or the client or whoever's using to make sure that this product is successful, so they can work towards those same goals. And then, of course, go over the designs. They need to understand the style guide, the different colors, the buttons that are going to be chosen, and then also the full design foundation. Just go over each feature at a really high level, showing those designs so that the development team can leave this kickoff meeting understanding the full product they're going to be working towards creating. Now I want to go into the tools. So we choose the best tools for the design group, but also the best tools for the development group. So we want to make sure all of them are productive. Everybody's working towards the same goals. And we make sure that we're making the right choice the first time. So many times development will go back because they don't understand the margins around a button, or they end up picking the wrong shade of blue. Those things are a waste of time. and we want to avoid all of them, and using the right tools we can. So here's the tools we use. We use Sketch, Zeppelin, and Envision. Sketch is really the design tool for the design team to build, but Zeppelin is an add-on, and it gives a great view to the developer. You can see here if a developer clicks on a button, they can get the margins around that button. They can also understand the size of that button and the color of that button, but they also get the CSS for that button, so they can grab that CSS or download it and put it straight into the application, so that button will be built the exact same way the design team envisioned it to be. But if they do have any questions, they can ask it right through this tool. By asking the question here, the design team can respond, and anyone that looks at this view can now see that dialogue, so everyone can have the same clear picture about that screen. So Envision is just a prototyping tool that we use. This prototyping tool will show the transitions or animations that we use in the application or website, and really gives the story that the developer doesn't get from the Zeppelin file of how these transitions work. So when they push on the screen, they can see the menu of how it loads and basically the interaction that is expected. So there's no question to them of how this is expected to work. That way, with the Envision file and the Zeppelin file, they know what they're developing. The questions all go away. As you can see, nailing the handoff between the design team and the development team is one of the most important pieces of the project. To learn more, schedule a meeting with CRI Solutions by emailing us at gig@clientresourcesinc.com, dial the number on the screen, or just simply press the contact button below. From all of us at CRI Solutions team, thank you for watching, and we look forward to working with you.